What's up, OG, triple OG?
It's your man, y'all already know what it is.
OG.
We got some Corey on deck, so without further ado, let's get to the video.
Smart cities. All the old stucco shit is played out. They gonna find a way to get. They gonna unass. They gonna unass you off your land. And somebody said Corey looked like he sell ounces. Somebody told me that though.
Told you what part?
They told me that don't buy property.
Yeah.
In California.
You gonna learn today.
That's a cold situation, man. Most of them older black people, 80, 90, they bought their house for 15 grand in the 60s. Now the motherfuckers is worth 1.5, 1.4.
Damn! It ain't worth shit now.
Yeah, it's
it wasn't insured. Most of them wasn't insured.
I got a cousin, his cousin, his father was a double amputee, so he didn't have no legs. And he was at home watching his grandson, who had cerebral palsy, the fire broke out.
Oh, I saw that. Damn.
My Uncle Earl went up there because that's his cousin to get him out the house. He was there.
Right.
And the firefighters were like, no, we got it. Don't worry about it. Leave now, basically.
They didn't want him to get him.
No, he left, and they let them burn up in the house.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
And he could have saved both of them.
I'd have drove through that motherfucker like. See, I don't like saying stuff like that.
I don't want to show you the pictures, man. It looked like. Let me tell you something. I know 30 people personally that lost everything, all black. So it's this misnomer that all the black is in L.A. here, and Jackie Robinson is from Pasadena. My grandparents moved there in the 40s. This is a black neighborhood. It's got a lot more white people now, but in the 80s, 70s, 60s,
right.
it was no white folks. It was all black. So it's like we lost. It's like Harlem burning up.
Homie, I did a show in New Orleans a little bit after all that shit went down, and they was on the TV and radio talking about if you're not here within 15 days to claim this land, it will be taken and all that stuff. People in New Orleans know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's how they gangster your shit.
Up here, they got the National Guard at a street called Woodbury, if you look up the map. So you can't even go past Woodbury to go to your spot that burned up. Then if you're already up there and you come down, they won't let you back up.
That's cold.
That's some cold shit.
That's cold.
They won't let you back up, man. They already. This is some cold shit. Look, I started a website that'll be up next week. It's called Rebuild Dina, and I'm also working with this nonprofit where we're gonna be trying to raise money for these families. And my goal is to give $50,000 to 50 black families, or families in general that lost everything. So when I get the site up, man, I'm gonna try my best to reach that goal. But there's some fucked up shit going on out here, man. It's beyond what you think, and it's Katrina level fucked up.
Yeah.
A whole city burnt to the ground, not a couple blocks. I'm talking the sheriff's station, the elementary schools, the junior highs, the grocery stores, the daycares, the McDonald's, the Jack in the Boxes, the Del Tacos, the churches, everything burnt up. Every motherfucking thing, man. This
They
shit is.
burnt the Del Taco?
They burnt the Del Taco, man. I can't get me a bean burrito bowl no more. And out the Dina, man.
I'm just saying to all my people who be calling, checking on me, I ain't living in the part of the pot like that. But see, where I live, they still have hustle.
Right.
There's businesses and things that can be taxed. Up there on the hill, it's just people living in generational housing.
Exactly,
They was like, not no motherfucking mo.
Man.
We finna unass you out this land. There is no fire insurance, boy.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, they cut that shit.
Earthquake. A long time ago, they cut earthquake. A lot of the earthquake.
Yeah, somebody said I'm
too.
mad. It's my hometown. What you talking about? I'm mad.
Well, motherfuckers gonna say some stupid shit. They sitting there typing drunk and high.
We gonna get a high, yes sir.
How do you get mad at them?
In their home.
You mad?
You know?
They don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's real shit. That's man.
Get the fuck out of here, man. And on top of that, this is something that people also need to know. The people who are in charge right now were placed in that position so that they can be the fall guys, so they can look stupid. In the NFL, they'll hire a black coach in an impossible win situation so they got a reason to say, hey, it didn't work. So right now in LA, we have people who are in no way put in a position to win, nor could they win. That's the main thing I want you to say. Nor could they win. Because, see, let me tell you something, man. You talk about the fire department, right? Who knew? Who knew? Did you know that it's a rich couple that own the hydrants and water?
They own all the water.
All
They
the
own
water
most
and-
of Central California. They got their money in cashews. Let me tell you what's crazy about these two motherfuckers, man.
We talking about the fire hydrants and all the water and shit. Go ahead, Greg.
Well, there's a couple. I think it's the same couple. So in the early 90s, the state of California collected hundreds of millions of dollars in taxes, and they built dams and infrastructure for water because we used to outsource all of our water and buy it from neighboring Colorado and states next to us. So they made this plan. They built all these dams in this system so we could have our own fresh water. And then after it was built, a couple who I forget their name, somebody please look up the name or put the name. A couple, the Resnicks. First they took over the cashew industry, then they bought a bunch of land in Central Cali, which 80% of the nation's produce comes from Central California. They bought the cashews, and then they had Sinister, what's her name, Feinstein? They lobbied with her and became basically like her master, so she serves their special interests. And she had a few laws changed that made it possible for somebody to buy water in the state of California, which is illegal. It's eminent domain to own water and air. That's supposed to be some governmental shit. But she got some laws changed so this couple could buy our water reserves. So now for California to use water in the state to do other things, they have to license it from this couple. They got to get the permission of this couple. They privatize a natural entity. That's supposed to be against the law. And that's why this shit happened.
Hey, man, they trying to make them insurance companies pay these people some money, man. All that shit about the law ain't nothing. They not going to follow the law. They the ones who write the law.
Right.
You're goddamn right.
We don't give a fuck about no natural whatever. We run these motherfucking peasants down here. Now make a law where they fucked out their land. That's what the fuck is going on.
Oh my God. Those are the same people they're the Wonderful Company?
They own the Wonderful Company.
Oh my God. Oh, well.
A
hell
$5 billion
no.
company, man.
Oh, well, there's a lot of Mexicans that are
girl should be in
boycotting
jail
all
for
their
that.
products because of how they treat the
workers.
Yeah, the workers, the immigrant workers.
Oh, girl, I mean, it
I
ain't
didn't
their
know those
fault.
were the
They
same
hustling.
people. Wow.
They was allowed to buy, but the politician,
What's their name?
what's the name?
Resnicks.
The
The
Resnicks.
Resnicks. Now, do you need to know more about who they are?
No,
That's the same. Oh,
Ain't nobody in your family last name Resnick.
Hell no!
no.
I did not know this.
D ain't no Resnicks.
Hell
El
no.
Resnos. El Resnos.
Nah,
These
Y'all got the
motherfuckers
El.
is
boycotting all their
reptilians.
stuff. Don't eat none of their pistachios.
They are-
Don't eat none of their cuties.
You know
don't
about-
eat none of their
yeah.
palm juice. None of that.
You know about overlord reptilians?
Was that a porno dude, right?
No, I think they overlord reptilians. So that's a conspiracy theory that a lot of people subscribe to. I don't subscribe to it, but I think it's funny. It's food for thought. They think that all of the people in power were infiltrated by aliens who shape-shifted into becoming human, so they just look human, but in reality, they're from a whole different planet.
Well, I believe there are human haters in charge of the world because to do this, you have to be evil.
Yeah.
Evil.
Why you gotta say damn quick?
So I'm just saying, like,
Weirdo.
with Craig giving that information about these people, you remember when I was talking about there's nothing here for us?
Right.
There's a lot of people moving out of the country because they see this place has been signed, sealed, and delivered
He ain't lying.
to those with bad intentions by the people.
Now, I know we joke a lot and we talk about different things, but this situation right here is very serious. Shout out to the people who lost their homes and lost their land. But this thing here is kind of fishy or, suspicious of what caused this fire, why there's not enough water to put this fire out, and it's just crazy all around. They spoke about the Resnick and them owning, like, I guess 60% of the water in the whole California. These supposed to be some billionaires or something like that. I did some research and I looked them up. My findings is the Resnicks owns 57% of the rights to that water. That massive amount of water is fueling anger online, with some of social media erroneously claiming the couple owns 60% of the water in the state and accusing them of being one of the reasons firefighters lack the water necessary to fight the fires. Now, on the other hand, I also looked at another source online, and this source says this is absolutely false information. The Resnicks and their $6 billion farming company, the wonderful company, do not own or control anywhere near the percentage of water in California. And what they do own or control has nothing to do with the Los Angeles region supplies. So, I would have you, make your own decision on which one of these sources that you believe. But me, myself, I don't know what to believe. Can it be possible that somebody own, it just like they said, it should be against the law for somebody to own all the water supplies in that state, or 60% of the water supply in that state. And that's a large amount of water that somebody would be able to own. But this situation that occurred with the fires in LA, I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. It's like the whole goddamn city is gone. It's burnt up. I'm hearing different stories about these smart cities that they're talking about building. I don't understand why someone couldn't get insurance on their house. I guess it's fire insurance like that. That's the first thing that somebody should be able to have on their house is fire insurance. They said that some people had no insurance. They couldn't even get insurance if the house wasn't brand new. That's crazy. The government is something else. I speak about the government, a lot. They the real gangsters. How did they get America? If you do your research, you know the history about America and how America was taken. Let's just use that word. How America was taken, then you will know that these people they evil, You want to talk about evil? These some evil people that we are up under. These people, they write the laws, but they ain't got to follow the laws. I remember when Corey said, don't buy property in California and LA. Just imagine if you had property in LA. It's a lot of people that's homeless right now because their houses got burned up in LA. Craig said he knew about 30 people personally that lost their homes. So that's a lot of numbers for one person to know, people who got homes like that. But sometimes you got to let things go, no matter how much you're in love with them or how much time you got invested in these places or things. Sometimes you got to be ready to let things go, just like, I let go of being in America. Corey talked about leaving America, and I heard him talked about it on quite a few shows that he done. I've already had it in my mind a long time ago before I even started watching Corey Holcomb to leave America and go somewhere else. I'm in Ghana, Africa right now. The majority of people here are black, and that's, it's different. You don't have people looking at you sideways, or you don't have people being prejudiced towards you. The police here, I haven't seen the police probably in about a month since I've been here. The way they handle things here, the people, they handle the things here. So, I'm more with that. Instead of having somebody over me who's evil or wicked and don't have no moral compass. And plus, the things that America or Americans they believe in is totally off. There's no morals. There is no accountability. Again, I sympathize with the people who lost their house. Just just hope that people open their eyes and see what's going on in this world, because things are happening, you know, and we in 2025 and we just in the beginning. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments. We can talk about it. It's your
What's up, OG,
man.
triple
Y'all
OG?
already know what it is.
OG,
Next
triple,
video
triple.
is Ghetto Talk.
OG.
Up out of here. Peace.